2015 main story with all DLC on the Windows Edition, whatever the hell I'm calling this stream.
How am I supposed to make my deliveries?
You shut up. I'll make you deliveries and you'll like it.
What's all this about the port closing?
Since the last stream, I did a little bit of modification to the shut up hints. You know, I'm gonna turn the hints off right now. Made a little bit of modification to the visuals. There's hints. Later. I went ahead and went into the game files. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to Cockturo over here.
Well, just so you know, I'm cool with camping.
Thanks, man.
Welcome to the Mother of Pearl.
I'm gonna grab some hunts while we're
What do you
here.
feel like having today?
So I went to the graphics text file and enabled the high-res assets mode. Now I don't actually have the 4K
Take a look at the
textures
menu.
installed. Even if I did, boost all stats. That's not bad. Even if I did, that would completely trash the frame rate. So I'm gonna do. You know what? I'd rather not die.
We'll make it fresh for you.
So I don't have those assets enabled,
Bon
obviously.
appetit.
And the textures won't look any better, really, because I don't think I changed that. I might have actually decreased the texture quality. I forget what I
Here
did.
is the local
It
lineup.
was a couple days ago. We're gonna grab all of these.
Oh, this one's especially nasty.
No, you shut up. I like that every hunt is for habitat destruction, by the
It's
way.
in your capable hands.
But what enabling that high-res assets mode did is it actually enabled some
this
effects.
one's especially
As we walk
nasty.
around, you might notice that there's more grass, and that the grass is slightly more reactive to Noctis
Take
stepping on
care
it and
out
whatever.
there.
That would be because the high-res assets, for whatever reason, are tied to that feature. So by enabling it, but not having the 4K assets, I get access to those cool little awesome feet things, and I don't have to worry about the 4K textures. Come here, cat.
Hey, buddy. What's up? Taking a little stroll? How come you're all alone? You must be hungry. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hold on a sec. I'll find you something. Oh, gotta come up with some cat food.
Could always buy some.
Or we could fish for some.
Excellent idea. Let's go.
Astoni has no idea what I said, but okay. Also, what's up? What's up, Astoni? Here, it'll be easier if I just go show you. Also, I lowered the shadow rendering distance a little bit, I think. So shadows might pop in a little more than they used to, but it should help alleviate the CPU usage. I need to go get some compressed air so I can clean up my PC, because I have not done that in quite a while, so it's probably pretty dusty and messed up in there. But once I go do that and I feel comfortable, I am probably going to overclock my CPU finally, because I keep forgetting to. And so that'll help with the CPU load as well. And then I should be able to stream and not have to suffer stuttering as much. Anyways. Now, it would take me a solid, like, I don't know,
Tracks. Chop chop, prop top.
5 minutes to
There in a jiffy.
show you this stuff and then quit out, change the setting, and load back in to show you. But basically, see all this grass right here? If this asset feature is not turned on, this entire little green patch that I'm standing in would be barren. There would be no grass here. At all. And once we get to Dusky, if you remember the trailer for the PC version where there's like a ton of really tall grass and it would like bend under their stepping and it would sway in the wind and whatever, that's
feet
all
hurt.
tied to the high-res asset feature, which actually, if I go into options here, go to graphics, you see this assets thing? It's disabled because you can only enable it if you have 4K textures downloaded and installed. But because I just went into the the graphics settings manually and turn that setting on. It still thinks it's disabled, but it actually is enabled. So yeah, the cool Dusky grass is tied to that feature, and I want it, but I don't want the textures. So I do some creative modding. Ooh. I'm gonna go over here and do that. And I just realized these guys are way high level for me. So slight problem. I don't think I have Star Shell either. So that's gonna be a problem. Basically, this hunt's gonna be a ton of problems that I didn't think about until just now.
My pleasure.
Here, ask Tony, you probably know this. Oh, go away. Do the goblins still steal items from you? I know that they did in the episode Dusky demo, but I don't remember what they do now. Think so? Alright. They only used to do it if they hit you with the parryable attack, and very rarely get hit by that, but I was always wondering. Jesus Christ, it's too much. Okay, wrong menu. By the way, apparently someone figured out that there's a memory leak, so that every time you open up this menu, it doesn't deload it from the RAM, so it just keeps piling up and eventually it causes problems. So I'm going to try and not open this menu too many times. Anyway, I have 8 AP, so I'm not going to be able to get Star Shell, I think. Which one's Star Shell? Where is it? Oh, I do have Star Shell. Oh, shit. Rompo, why don't you have Star Shell on?
You're gonna brighten your day.
Yeah, hopefully they fix that. Seems like a really silly thing to mess up, but you'd be surprised how easy that is.
Never knew what hit him.
Oh, whoops, missed the timing. Whatever.
Sure thing.
Don't die on me.
When were... Whoa. When were goblins weak to spears?
On top of it.
Eat shit.
Biggie, go for it!
Gladio. Hey.
Sorry.
Nice whiff, Noctis. I'm so used to having Impervious, I do it every single time. Drop attack! Damn it. These guys are a little squirrely. One of my favorite things to do is on small enemies, just jump and keep doing the drop attack over and over. From what I know about coding, memory leaks are a massive pain in the ass to avoid. Yeah, it's... yeah, absolutely.
You're up.
You basically have to remember every single time you call something. Wow, that hit. Okay. Every single time you call something into memory, you have to remember to deload it. And so, you know, if you just forget one time because you didn't have your morning coffee, like, there you go, memory leak. It's been a while since I did any, like, real game programming, and I didn't do much of it. I wasn't very good. How did you not die? Ooh. Memory leaks were a hassle. I think though that software can take care of most of that now. I don't remember. I'm kind of talking out my ass now. Damn, calm down, Trap. Can I really warp strike over there? Seems far away. Screw it. Solid damage. Can I land the dang full thrust? Oh my god, I didn't.
My pleasure.
You know what I don't understand is why in the hell is the side combo in this game? This one. Why is this in the game? The heck is the point of it? I don't understand.
On top of it.
Do the thing. To look cool? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. It does look cool, just it's useless. Alright, you know what, talk about useless. Look, this isn't a game where your friends will come back after you stay alive for a certain amount of time. Just die already.
Proto, Radio.
Let me brighten your day.
I'm impressed.
It's nothing. We still got a chance here.
Don't go
We've got more than a chance. I just need to kill him.
Never fear. Prompto's here.
There we go. Problem solved.
I'm dying of thirst here.
I'm starving to death.
And yet we're all very much alive.
Wait, what did I say we were gonna do this time? Oh yeah, we're gonna go do the camping quest. Why did I get food then? Man, I suck. Hero Goblin come to save the day. Yeah, he just has to kite me until I eventually die. Kill myself. Oh my god. There we go. I really wish I could map interact to a different button on my computer or gamepad, but no, it's only on keyboard. I'm gonna get this treasure spot because it annoys me that it exists on the map. I mean, I guess I could just press the button on keyboard every time I want to pick something up, but then that would swap the HUD. Is there a different hunt in the same spot? Oh yeah. But yeah, so then it would change the HUD, and I would stutter, and then maybe it might introduce that glitch again. Wow, I really missed that. Alright. No! As soon as... The second you're like, I'm not on my guard anymore, guess what? I'm going in. Speaking of hero monsters. Let's do this. It's only gonna work once in a while. Hey, actually. It's only gonna be useful now and then.
coming up.
Yeah, glad you're doing mad work.
Well, here we are.
Rip. Should I use an item or do I trust my friends to save me?
Back with us?
Yeah, well. Decent time, I guess.
Getting by.
Yeah, low levels is not bad. It's just slow.
What time?
Sure thing.
Thought seafood would make you happy, especially something this big.
What it's gained in size, it will have lost in flavor.
That's what you're hung up about?
I would be. 0 drop frames. Hey, we're doing alright. I guess those graphical changes worked out. I figured we would have dropped something when I was casting blizzards and whatever. Did the stream get framey at all? Oh yeah, that's another thing I did. For some reason, I couldn't tell you why. I was streaming with a 6,000 kilobit bandwidth, or bitrate, sorry. And if you want to know why the stream was like dropping frames and getting weird all of a sudden last time, it's because of that. I don't know why I was streaming at 6,000 kilobits. That's way too high. If I had like business internet and was awesome, yeah, 6,000, sure, why not? So I dropped it down to 3,000. It'll work. It'll look a little bit worse, I guess, but I mean, it's consistent. All right, jerkbag, giant tarantula, crap.
Seems we found what we were looking for.
Grass is grass. Yeah, you probably wouldn't be able to. I can't tell the difference. Whoa, hello. Get me out of here. Yeah, figured. Screw it, I'm just gonna use an item.
You know, you might
Oh wow,
be
you
able
can
to
parry while
what
using
you
items.
started parrying.
While from danger state? Oh, shut up, Gladio. That I did unlock blinking, yeah. Oh shit. I should have got Tempest. Yeah, right? This is the first time I've played the game with multiple hunts on. This is amazing. Or not played the game, like did a hunt. Fuck. The multiple attacks always get me. Iggy, you're standing right there. Iggy, Iggy, Iggy. I don't have any elixirs. I'm not spending a high elixir on this bullshit. Oh my god. I owe you nothing. Prompto, no. Piercer. When did you get Gravisphere? Did I make him learn Gravisphere? Is that on the path to unlocking Prompto? Is that why? Yes, the brakes. Did that charge up faster than before? I feel like that charges up really fast. Maybe I'm thinking of the Gladio charge timing. Okay, it's dead. It's dead. We got it. I probably do. That would be the only reason I'd unlock it right now.
Too close for comfort.
Uncomfortable just being alive.
Alright, well. We're low on max HP, but I'm just gonna go sit over here anyway. Also, when I talked to Coctura last time, did I not turn any hunts in? Do I have to talk to the original hunt owner now?
You want to make camp?
Ugh, I'm all sticky and gross.
Camping in the morning. That's how I like to play the game. What do I need? Let's do the cheese pizza because A, it doesn't cost ingredients, and B, I can sprint without stamina. Stamina is potentially the dumbest idea I've ever seen. But only because the only thing it really governs that matters is sprinting. If it governed more things, like I know you need stamina to hang off of stuff with the warp strike, but or point warp. But like, it's the only thing that matters that it governs is sprinting, so why? Just why?
Damn, this is a really good shot.
I'll keep it for
I
posterity.
made sure I got the Regalia's good side.
Keep that one for the pimp. If point warp mattered at all, right? Like in what world are you going to be hanging from a point for so long that you might need the stamina? Why am I allowed 15 pictures? That's way more than normal, isn't it? Why does Noctis have brown hair? Keeping that one, I guess.
Isn't that...
Isn't what?
Hey,
just
Carbuncle.
my imagination?
Not sure what you would tie stamina to besides sprinting and point warping, I guess. I don't know.
I wish Ignis would
Oh yeah, I
get
guess
off my back.
there's that.
Ease
But if
up
you just don't get hit,
just
then you don't
get
need to
up
do
in
that.
the morning. A cure for sleeping in. All right. Crack of dawn tomorrow. We train at the beach.
That lip syncing though.
If you think it'll help.
Oh, no doubt about it. You'll feel like a new man.
That could be a cool idea. It would make sense too, because I think in was it Kingsglaive, they
I
make
know
it seem like
just the
warping
place.
takes like a
Come on.
physical toll on you. And then in some other fiction, they talk about people have to train to use warping, like Noctis just kind of sucks at warping because he doesn't train. So that's a physical strain, so that would make sense. Incoming mod request. Turn free warps to stamina. Actually, I just like that in general, because MP recovers slower than I would like. In the field. And speaking of free warps, actually, gear. Let's put on some daggers. Incoming memory leak. Oh yeah, also I turned VSync
So,
off.
What are we gonna do exactly?
We're going for a run. Nice and simple.
Which is why the frame rate's a little higher.
That's all?
Try saying that when your lungs are ripe to burst. Sand's tough to run on. There's no better way to improve stamina, and no better time to do it than first thing in the morning. To make it interesting, what say we race?
Race?
With stakes. If you lose, you have to train with me every day.
Then I can't lose, can I?
There's the goal. Now let's get started.
I've used my magic to inscribe this glowing line in the world.
Ready?
I forgot I had the stamina badge on. I only turned it on because I didn't turn the stamina bar on, which I normally do, but I figured like...
You're not doing so bad.
I figured it would be more immersive if I turned it off, but I don't want to stare at Nox's run cycle to make sure I'm hitting the infinite stamina trick, so I just kept the badge on.
Piece of cake.
Hey, you're not doing so bad.
Kicking your ass, Gladio. I didn't cheat at all. Oh right, the whole point of me swapping daggers on is so I can free warp faster. Let me warp! Oh my god. You'll never catch me, I'm the gingerbread man.
Yes!
Well done, Noct.
There's no way Specs can complain when you come back to camp this early. Encrusted in sand. Make sure you act nice and smug when you see him.
Yeah. If this doesn't shut Ignis up, I don't know what will. I gotta say though, it's kinda nice at this hour.
Even if that's all you take from this, that's good enough for me. Come on. Let's go. Good hustle out there.
Yeah, I know. I'm awesome.
I'm a lot like Noctis. I never get up in the morning if I don't have to. Like ever. Ooh, stutter. I never get up in the morning ever. But when I do, it's usually because I have to go do something like train or something. I'm like, you know, it is nice out here in the morning. I just would rather sleep. Anyway, that's enough dicking around. We've got a fish to catch. You can also buy a fish if you don't want to fish, but we're fishing.
Take a look at this.
What about it?
What are you looking at, Gladio? I used to be an early bird, but nowadays, nope. Exactly, right? Back when I had to get up for school, I would, but now I don't have to. Giant trevally and golden
Let's
trevally.
fish.
Like a kid in a toy shop.
You know it. I know how to fish. Leave me alone. I used to play on a TV so small I couldn't tell what the yellow spots were from the blue spots. The color on that TV wasn't very good either. Come on, you stupid fish. That's a big ass fish over there. I used to fish an ass ton for the Moogle Chocobo Carnival. Man, that was annoying. Because I tried to record like literally everything that was unique about that carnival to have the footage for when I eventually do a YouTube playthrough where I like supercut all the story together in like just the perfect way to like tell a nice
All right, this one's perfect.
complete narrative.
Great job, Noct.
So I needed the footage. I did the same thing for the Assassins Festival. Man, it was a pain in the ass. I've just avoided fishing as much as I could. Did eventually get to 10, but never again. I don't mind the fishing. It's just tedious. Let's see if I can figure where that giant one is. The one fishing thing that's super... Okay, not that guy. The one fishing thing that super annoyed me is the Gladio quest where you have to fish. I mean, the cutscene at the end is funny, but that battle, fishing battle, takes like 30 years. You know, I actually probably have the better rod and stuff from the DLC, don't I? Oh my god. Also, when you're trying to grind the fishing stat, it gets really annoying to listen to Gladio talk to you about backseat fishing. See, it's not awful. It's fantastic. My fishing minigame standards is nearly as fun as other stuff. Yeah.
You did good.
At least it's better than Justice Monsters 5. Do I have that? Oh, Tidal Might Leviathan. Hell yeah, give me that. Yeah, I got the good stuff. Dragon Drain? Are these both DLC rods? Well, I'm using them now. Alright. Where's that big fish? I'm glad that mobile app died. I'm just sad it's still in this game. I played it exactly once.
Put your back into it.
Okay, I don't want you. I played it exactly once when it released as the mobile app before the game came out. Thought it was dumb. Deleted the app. And when the game came out, I'm like, maybe Justice Monsters 5 is cool. I'll give it another shot. And then I was very wrong. People are like, oh, you can get cool rewards out of it, like accessories or ingredients or something. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm not playing Justice Monster 5.
Oh.
I'm surprised Noctis and Co are gamers, considering that's the game they play. I'd rather go read a book or something. Cash, throw your line, Noctis. Okay, he's not. Oh, it wanted me to go into the menu. That would explain why I couldn't cast anything, except, you know, if it wanted me to do that, why not just force me? Okay. I'm done here. Just the giant fish is gone. My level 1 save, I wanted dark matter bracelets. I'd rather fought level 120 Aranea for them. Restart chapter 15 than do Justice Monsters 5. Yeah, it's pretty awful. Speaking of training,
Better make tracks.
we get AP or something for
There in a jiffy.
doing those training things, right? Let's do a couple. And then we'll head on with the quest.
We're here.
One thing I do like about this game is it lets you do stuff right away. It opens up just like that. A lot of other RPGs, like, even if the opening's fast, you still have to wait for stuff to open up.
Let's move.
Alright, Gladio. Piece of shit. I was almost worried that wouldn't stagger him. Do you really only get the 5 AP? I thought you got an accessory or something. Let's see. Is there another drill that opened up for beating his ass? Nope. Okay. Screw it then. Alright, gear, let's see. Stamina badge. What gives me the deeps? I'll put on the Ring of Resistance, because I don't really have anything else I super need right now. I'll leave Tempest on until it becomes level 8, because it would annoy the piss out of me to not have that maxed out. Put Regroup on, I don't know why it wasn't on to begin with. Asked me, he wasn't paying attention apparently. Alright, we have enough to get a character, okay. Change the Prompto. Change the Gladio. And is this the one, the Ignis? No. This one? No. This one? No. This one? No. There it is. Congratulations, the game is broken. It's like we're playing Final Fantasy VIII or something. I got game over? Yeah, dude. Yo, what happened to the stream frames for a second? I'll just crack shot to win. The only thing I wish opened up faster was Chocobos. But I guess that's what the Regalia is for. I already read that book. Wah! Quest location. Oh, we haven't done those quests yet. That would explain why we didn't get to do those hunts.
Ready for more?
You
I
bet.
guess we'll do them on the way back.
Let's hit it.
Oops, one too many. There we go. What's playing on the radio? Oh god, no.
Maybe Sid was right about your lack of dignity.
You're one step above delivery boy.
The royal rank carries little weight outside the Crown City.
Glad it's not weighing me down.
I don't think that one's new, but I can't be sure. There's so many lines that I forget which ones I've heard or not. Is this a licensed song? Or is it original? I don't actually know. It's credited under the Lucis Sounds collection or whatever the hell, so it's probably original, but I don't know. I think it's Old Only Plays Once. That, I'm pretty sure I've heard it before. Pretty sure.
You sure we're in the right spot?
According to the map.
Is the
Scoop
stream
it out.
being framey,
Taking a
or is that
walk
just
on
my
the wild
preview?
side?
I don't know if the
Nothing like
preview
nature
is
in the middle of
representative of what's
nowhere.
actually happening on stream. Because if it's not representative, I'm just going to turn the stream preview off next time, because it's bugging me to see it wig out like that. Trigger the stupid quest marker. Looks good. Alright, it's just the stream preview then. Like, it was literally dropping to single digit frames on the preview. So I'm just gonna have to turn that off next time so I can stop looking at it. You know, it'd probably increase my performance too, now that I think about it.
Color's amazing.
OMG. We're supposed to get near that thing?
We're supposed to kill
Pipe
it.
down before you wake it up.
Do we ever fight this thing in the main game? Can't remember. Oh, I'm down. Oh. You know what? I just want to test something. Let's go into graphics here. I don't know why I scroll all the way to the bottom. Turn Hairworks off. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. Randolph's questline? Oh, yeah, that's a questline. Jesus, how long has it been since I did that one? I think they changed Hairworks to only work on certain monsters. I mean, Garla's for sure, but I don't know about the rest of the monsters. Probably on a character-by-character basis. Little glitchy. Later, majestic bird creature. It's nice knowing you.
Off it goes.
Noctis, locked in place.
Barely! I seriously thought we were at Journey's End.
But that feat was fit for a king.
Indeed.
I don't know why they like play the summon music and make such a big deal of that. Also, that's the second time we've seen that thing, right? Because we saw it earlier in the desert. It was flying away from that nest. Because I thought it was flying towards Hammerhead, so I don't know. I don't think they thought that through very much. Yeah, right? It's like, hey, we got this sick-ass monster. I mean, granted, it looks sick. Don't get me wrong. I ain't got nothing against that monster. That one is daytime, that was nighttime. Nighttime, alright, let's go over here.
Everything in order?
Yep.
They do a lot of weird things in this game. Oh yeah, that little dialogue with the pillar, I totally forgot about that. I didn't trigger that in this playthrough, did I? Oh well. I'm sure we'll trigger it at some point. We gotta go over to that campsite to do the Prompto tour. There's so many like weird details in this game that like are appreciated, but also why? Because they lead up to nothing. It's one of those things that feels like they had something planned to do it with, and then they just didn't have time or forgot to do it. So the details and foreshadowing are there, and then nothing. I feel like it was for the Adamantoise build-up. It'd probably just be flat and not existent. Actually, no, I guess because the Adamantoise creates earthquakes, right? I remember in my first playthrough, I was convinced I could climb up this mountain. Quote-unquote mountain. Wait, you're really gonna put me over here instead of all the way to the quest? God damn it.
Hey, wanna hit up the crow's nest?
If you wish to put on weight, certainly.
Something about
Yeah, I know.
the regalia makes my frame rate drop. Also, it's like weirdly bouncing, so I'm wondering if it's glitching
See
out.
that over there?
Whoa.
What about it?
You actually could, even before they... The fuck was that? Okay. The game just locked up for like 2 seconds.
Man, it's hot.
Well, I wasn't hitting 60 frames even at best, but I don't know what the fuck that was, man. I'm pretty sure the regalia is like clipping into the ground or something, and that's causing the game to wig out and be funky. But yeah, you actually could climb on the arches even before they remove the invisible walls. I spent probably 2 hours figuring out how to get the fuck up there, but I did it. Also, that big cliff over top of the... I forget what... If I open the map. Big cliff that's like right over here. There was invisible walls, but you could get up here as well, even before they took them away. I spent way too long trying to glitch around in the map without... I didn't want to use the armor to glitch, I thought that was dumb. I just wanted to see where I could get to. I have a photo on the PS4 version of me up there. Of course, they're not like dated or anything, so I couldn't prove that I was there before the patch, but I was.
We're outnumbered. I propose we take
Eat my ass.
Could you propose a way to finish this faster?
Only even found that clip after the update. It's been a long time just looking at stuff. Oh my god, I'm bad. I'm not afraid to admit it. I feel sorry for this Mesmerize because I'll be the one targeting him. What do I want to do here? You know, let's just level up Tempest. Piercer, I guess. Nice one, Gladio. You hit everything. Another thing that's weird about this game is that I don't know what they're trying to do with this, or if it's just oversight. But like the link strikes you can do with the bros, oh god, change depending on whether they have a sub-weapon equipped or not. It's either, in my opinion, an oversight, or they were trying to like give a sense of progression between the group by changing out which ones, because they know at the start you're not going to have a sub-weapon. So they're like, oh, well, we'll just give them these sets, and then they'll change it out partway through when they get sub-weapons, excuse me. But I'd rather have all of the animations all the time. It's not that they enable certain links, I mean they do, but also they just disable other links. Like, Iggy and Noctis don't do the daggers, like, X-Strike thing if Ignis has a spear equipped. They'll never do it. Nope. It's stupid weird. I saw it on a Reddit post, I'm like, that can't be true. And then I took Iggy's spear off, I immediately started doing X-Strikes and other Link Strikes. I'm like, whoa. Unless it just got really lucky. I don't know. Might have to drop a couple other graphical settings. I feel like I'm losing too many frames. I don't know. I don't mind a little stutter here and there, but I want it as good as I can, you know? See, what you're going to do now is you're going to go to the PS4 version, take the spear off, and you're going to be like, what the fuck?
Amazing how free we are out here.
Or you're just going to be super unlucky and get the same ones every time. Guess we'll turn in these hunts here and then... When is it technically nighttime? Is it in the 20s? I forget.
Welcome.
I guess I could force it to be night.
Hey, you're alive.
Old school. Give me the other hunts I am owed.
Welcome back.
20 changes the clock icon, 21 spawns demons. How do you know that?
Rising through the ranks, I see.
Hey, you're alive.
I feel you, man. I don't even want to know how many hours I have in this game. It's at
Welcome
least
back.
200-300 at this point. At least 100 of those have just been me fighting fucking gorillas at the lake for footage.
You want something to eat? These are some pretty tough customers.
Oh. Another set of shield cheers.
That's great.
We'll get all the hunts done eventually.
Happy to tell you about the area.
Fucking gorillas, man. I'm a pro at fighting gorillas, except when
Order whenever you're ready.
they do the shaky
Think
attack
you're
with instant
up to the
hitbox at
task?
a billion range. Oh
Good
god,
luck
I don't
to
want to
you.
know that. Wait, does it not tell you in the bestiary? I feel like that's a thing they would want to count in the bestiary, just to have it.
Man, that smells good.
Go home, it's dangerous at night. Let's find out. Archives. Bestiary. No, it doesn't. What the hell, man? Oh no, it does. There it is. Alright. Go to your version
Better make tracks.
Chop chop.
and be
Rob,
very, very,
There in a jiffy.
very sad when you see how many enemies you've killed. Oh shit, I'm out of stamina boost food. I gotta pay attention not to cycle. I'm bad at this when I have to go by the
Are
animation.
you there yet?
Yep, missed it. I suck. I don't know how viable it'll be. I think I talked about this last time, but I really want a mod that'll let me point warp out of combat. Missed it again. Man! I should turn the stamina bar on. I just think it looks bad. I was gonna say I couldn't warp for a second. I'm really afraid to turn on the PS4 version and see how many Garlas I've killed. Although, most of the time, to be honest, I reset my save. I forgot why I did that originally. I think it was to like keep the game clock accurate to like what I've actually been doing. So I can tell how long I spent in the game not fucking farming Garlas, but I bet it's still a really high number. More warp points and like more areas where warp pointing is useful. I think in chapter 2, I guess is that Lestalem over there? It is, right? Or is that Insomnia? It's a giant wall. Oh, that's the garrison. Chapter 2 is pretty good about having fights where warp, using the point warp is useful because they have like enemies on the railings and whatever. I should stop talking about things that are technically spoilers because people might be watching this as like their first exposure to 15, but whatever. It's innocuous enough, I think. Whoa. You know what? Screw this. I'm getting magic. Screw the memory leak. I don't really kiss my ass. If I have to, I'll just restart the game. Let's do fire, I guess. Actually, we'll get some ice magic out of here, too. Do I have stop cast, venom cast, dual cast? Don't want to use the multicasts. I wish to do poison. Small Dungeon Chapter 2 are great. Also, every Imperial Bus, yes. So many things about this game that got it partially right. That didn't do very much. I guess that's what happens when they're level 14. Oh no! Is this really the first time? Is it the first time Prompto's died?
Kept you waiting, didn't I?
Yeah, you really.
All right, memory leak engaged. Should have given Prompto Star Shell.
did.
Prompto, you're up.
I wonder if that's what's causing the problem right now. Is the memory leak. I'm just gonna blame everything on the memory leak. Oh, who's low? None of them. Except that guy.
Prompto, make it count.
Oh great. Now they said it, Prompto's gonna keep dying. I'm coming, buddy.
Prompto's barely hanging
One
on.
day. There we go.
Let nothing stand in your way.
You got my back.
Oh yeah, I've regrouped now. I should use that.
Prompto, Gladio, do it.
He says that and then spends all of his tech bar on some other shit.
Nice one, Prompto.
Prompto, you're missing. And that blast rate is not very high. Sucks. Back to farming. What I would give to have a Royal Arm right now.
We must regroup. Right here.
Man, we're getting freebie all of a sudden. Prompto. Jesus Christ, man. I gave you props, kind of, by being incredulous that was the first time you died, then you go ahead and just eat it.
Good looking out.
Oh, it sucks. Eat it.
Hold your ground.
Wait,
The Prince of Pain.
where's Prompto?
Yep.
Prompto, buddy, where'd you go? Well, I guess I'll just regroup. We'll
Ignis,
be fine.
everyone regroup.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I have no idea where Prompto was. I thought I phased that. How do I have no elixirs? Wow. My favorite compromise
So long.
with regards to items is to be like do like the survivalist challenge. He says on his way, but Prompto got me.
Ah, don't sweat it. Happens to the best of us.
No, what? No, stop it. I'm sad. Yeah, I think the nice compromise is the survivalist challenge, where you only use the items that you pick up on the ground.
Yep. Right. Got it.
Nope. Of course, once you get Gladio's survival skill up, it becomes a non-issue because then you have a billion items. It doesn't even matter. And they're all great items.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I'm glad that hit. Good job, guys. Man, I really hate how slow great swords are. Like, I get they're supposed to be slow and powerful, but come on, man. Gladio can wield the sword. Actually, speaking of Gladio, that should be Ignis. Why have it just not being Ignis this whole time? Alright, no problem.
Wouldn't want to go without.
I don't know how much longer we go. Holy shit, how long have we been going for already? An hour? I thought I'd been going for like 3. See ya. Eat ass. Swap over to Iggy. He can use the cool elemental abilities. I should explain some of these sometimes. Alright, hold up. Let me show you this. So you hold down Y and you go JoJo pose for a bit. And then you get this ability called Total Clarity, which lets you throw daggers like a madman. And then Iggy has 3 abilities. He has Frost Daggers, which is like an AoE thing. He's Lightning Daggers, which is cool zippy time. Which is pretty rad. And then he's got Fire, which is a pretty regular DPS thing, but unfortunately Iggy's stats aren't very good right now, so he's not doing a ton of damage, but hey, he's doing more than Noctis.
That was a rather tiring endeavor.
And unfortunately, character swapping only works. Yeah. Only works when you are out in battle, so that's unfortunate. That one is all time, that one's nighttime only. So depending on how bad the frames keep getting, because I'm pretty sure this is memory leak going on, I might restart the game.
Look at all these lights. What a relief.
Indeed. They ought to keep the demons at bay.
My performance is noticeably worse than it was at the start of the stream, and literally nothing's changed except for I've opened the menu a bunch. Man, these lights look good. Lights and shadows and... Man! You find anything, Gladio? No? Gladio, why'd you stop running? Alright. Gladio's cool. Gladio knows what's up. It says I've been live for an hour, but I'm pretty sure I started like 1:30, didn't I? It's... Oh, shit. Right. I forgot that it's daylight savings time starts today, so the clocks went forward an hour. Damn it, man. Alright, I might have to get off a little earlier than I had anticipated. So tell you what, we'll finish chapter 1, and then we'll call it a stream. So I'll do these last 2, I'll do this last hunt, and then we'll do the story.
My hand slipped.
At least these goblins are much easier to deal with because they're more my level. How dare you?
Don't miss.
Alright, we showed off everyone else. Time to show off Prompto.
Be sure to get my good side.
Wouldn't let you down.
So, for Prompto... Not show me the prompt. Okay. Not showing me the prompt, though. He's got a pistol, which he can... He's the only character who can run and attack at the same time. He has a roll attack. Like so. And he has an attack where he rolls. Or how do you do it? Roll. There it is. Slide afterwards. It's kind of like an extra long roll. You do this by attacking after you roll, as opposed to rolling while you're attacking. And that's kind of the moveset for pistol. But he's also got a sick-ass bazooka. How do you shoot again? He's got to dodge while he's aiming, okay. Oh, you let go of the button for the bazooka. Gotcha. Alright, I suck. And then he's got an SMG. But more importantly, he's got grenades, which kind of act like Noctis magic.
Brilliant.
No big deal.
But I don't think they have an AoE effect on them. Or friendly fire, I mean.
I'm beat.
Time for some well-earned R&R.
we'll do the hunt, and then I'll probably restart the game really quickly, just to clear up the performance. Because it does seem a lot more hitchy than normal, even considering it's slightly hitchy the first time. Hopefully they get this thing sorted out, though.
About that time.
I'd have to drive manually to get the car over there, wouldn't I? And yes, I'm aware that I said I wasn't going to do this other hunt, but screw it, may as well. Gives me a nice break point where I turn the game off. What am I fighting? I'm fighting Shield Shears, right? I'll probably want to use Gladio. The thing about the three bros is that they're just stupid strong compared to Noctis. And that's kind of always the case. Like, they're always super strong compared to Noctis. I guess it's less the case now that, like, Armors Are Unleashed and stuff is out. But, yeah.
We've been on the move all night. Perhaps we should find a place to rest nearby.
How about no?
I'll take the wheel from here.
So be it. I only ask you keep the recklessness to a minimum.
Manual mode.
It's rather dark out. You sure you can handle this?
I can see fine. Take a load off for a while.
Huzzah! Alright, let's open up. How do I check my quest? I can't? Okay, cool. Whatever, I'm pretty sure the Shield Shears were over here. Let's change the music. Nah. Nah. Let's say
everybody
over
out.
Here.
Should be a nice change of pace.
This is a complete guess as to where this quest actually is. That was close. It's not too bad. Whoa. What did I hear? Oh, saber tusks. It's been a while since I fought some of you guys. Easy mode.
Nothing to it.
Wait, what? Where the hell did you come from?
That's where you swing that thing!
Anyways. I will start the battle and then swap over to Gladio. Great sword. Should make good work of these guys. Oh, that's Ignis. Ignis is not Gladio.
Allow me.
Anyway. Oh god, no, never mind. Get wrecked, Roni. Ignis is all about perfect blocking to increase his rage meter. Something I'm not doing a very good job of right now, but hey. He's also got his own technique bar that fills up as he deal damage and perfect block. And not die. Not dying is... There we go. Not dying is key. But blocking is a little bit harder when the frame rate's jacked up. Also stuck in their pincers, stupid shield claws. There we go. Now you can see that there's a point where my where my tech bar wasn't filling up anymore. That's because every character that's not Noctis has a technique that's locked away behind their DLC. For Gladio, that technique is his level 3. So once a good time for Gladio's DLC Blade comes around, we will do that and unlock his 3rd technique, which is incredibly powerful, do not get me wrong. There we go, slightly better. I prefer Razor's Edge, which is his level 1, compared to Tempest, which is his level 2. But that's just personal preference. This one, the Zero Bar, is, as you can tell, awful. Let me see if I can actually get it off. Get up, Dogger. Alright, he's focusing on someone else. The Noctis AI is pretty good, by the way. That's Earth Shatter. It sucks ass. It does like 300 some damage. That little stabby does like 200, I think.
That's it.
No?
That's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
I could taste test for you.
I do enjoy playing Gladio. Prompto's like the most strongest, I believe. But Ignis is pretty good just in general. The only thing Ignis isn't good against is things that have complete elemental resistance. Because ooh, that's really far away. Guess we'll return to the car and drive that back. And then we can... Oh yeah, we have to finish the cat quest too. That'll be fine. We can talk to Coctura to do the quest and get the hunts turned in. Oh, it's fast travel. Screw it. Let's see how fast this is. Because fast traveling is really slow on the console versions. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Prompto's almost broken. Gladio is just kind of fun to play for like sword and boards. And Ignis, if he's fighting something that has complete elemental resistance, he literally cannot do damage to them except with his counterattack. So don't use Ignis in those cases. Otherwise, he's pretty good, especially for AoE. He's incredible at AoE. Blizzard knives are too strong. I wish I had a load bar. Anytime now. Oh, there it is. That's not too bad.
We're here.
I don't know how many seconds that was, I wasn't counting. But that's a lot faster than the console version, I'll tell you that much. And I feel like it was slower than when I was loading up the game last night. For funsies and testing out the graphic options. This game's really pretty. I wish I had like a god tier computer to test it out. Or to see it at the maximum possible goodness. But oh well.
Here you go. Caught fresh. What? You don't like fish? Oh, you only like cooked fish. Alright.
Picky cat. I'm not sure what's up with the character glitching out. Seems to happen every now and then. I don't know why. If you tell me about the Ignis photo contest again, I swear to God.
Hey, do you serve anything a cat might like?
That the best pickup line you've got?
What? No, there's this cat over there.
I'm only teasing. I have a feeling I know the feline you've got in mind. Let me whip something up.
That was a terrible pun.
Customers come first, though, and someone just ordered the last fish on hand. Would you mind catching another one of these while I make their meal?
This is amazing.
Well, you can't beat fish fresh from the...
I always thought this was a weird sequence, because you have to get the fish to talk to the cat, to talk to Coctura, so... And I've never bothered to check if I mean, I guess we're restarting the game anyway, right? So, never bothered to check if she actually takes the fish out of your inventory. But if she does, then what the hell, man? Because trevally fillet. I have 2 of these. I don't know. I don't see it. If she takes it out of your inventory, that's dumb because that's my fish, not someone else's. What paying customer gets to take my fish?
Great! I'll start on it right away. You know, this is really thoughtful of you, but be warned. Cats are clingy, and they're notoriously picky eaters, too.
Picky eaters? You don't say.
When it comes to food, felines are quite finicky, so you are wise to entrust the cooking to me. Here.
It's the fastest fish I've ever seen. Alright, so that's for that quest. And then we talk to Coctura proper and turn in our hunts. That's something a lot of people get confused about when they first play 15, and I admit it is very unintuitive. But the quest marker, if you ever have to talk to a tipster, is different from the marker to talk to the tipster.
A fine show.
It's very strange. There we are. Now that's not all the hunts that we can do, but that's all we're going to do for now. I'll pick up some more if she has some more unlocked, but I won't do them. We'll finish chapter 1 before we get up. Alright.
No end of headaches, this lot.
No, don't have anything else yet. Let's see. Rank 3 or higher. Rank 3 or higher. Alright, we'll have to come back.
Thank you for your patronage.
There's probably more hunts over at Taka's place. Oh, right. We gotta...
What's all this about the port closing?
Hold up. We'll talk to the cat, and then we will close the game and restart it. And I'll entertain you with my lovely, sultry voice
Alright.
while it reloads.
You're one spoiled cat.
Aww, I think he likes you.
I guess.
Clawed his way into your heart.
Might keep on clinging. Forever.
What is with the puns in this game? Alright. Let's save it. And then I will quit the game. And reload it. Preparing to launch Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition. Let's see if this frame rate gets any better now that I've restarted it. I've played 8 hours of this game already? I guess that's including the time I spent, like, dicking around with the graphics options. Feels like a lot, though. I did like a 2 or 3 hour stream to start, right? And then I did a couple hour stream for Comrades. I think it was 2 hours. And then this has been about an hour and a half. No, not even. Hour 14. I don't know why the game takes so long to start up. I mean, I don't complain about the startup time, except, or I wouldn't complain about the startup time except for that. I'm trying to get a stream going here. So hurry up. I should really clean up my SSD and put this game on the SSD instead of an external USB hard drive for the cool load times. But my internal SSD is only like a 250 gig, so Final Fantasy 15 will kind of take up the entire thing. I think I put Final Fantasy 14 on my SSD, and that game's pretty big, so that's probably why I don't have a lot of room on my SSD. So, yeah. I don't really want to reinstall that game and do all the patching, though. We'll see if I can make the room, I guess. I feel like this load was faster when I was on my own too, but I don't know if this is a CPU load or a GPU load or both. The only real constant is I have OBS running, because I don't think I was streaming when I loaded up, or did this load initially today. Yeah, pretty sure I didn't. So it's either I just got lucky with the loads last night, or OBS is killing my load speed. How dare it? Whatever, these loads are still nothing compared to the PS4 version. Holy crap. I call these loads about half the time, to be honest. Like, there's a reason why I cut out just about every single load time in my console Let's Play. Initial stutter. Yeah, this runs way better, dude. Holy shit. I take that all back. And we're going this way. Whatever, startup jitters. Startup jitters. This already runs way better. Holy crap.
Welcome to Golden Key.
Or maybe I'm just imagining things. Humans do love to find correlation where there is not, and convince themselves of certain biases. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it runs better. Here you go, Dino.
Nice work, kid.
Asshole.
Sorry for giving you such a hard time. I just had to get my hands on this, even if it meant blackmail. You understand, don't you?
No.
You see, I'm a reporter by day and an amateur jeweler by night. This elusive little beauty's gonna become a masterpiece. To make it up to you, I'll share a little scoop. That special coin you got? It commemorates the Oracle's ascension. That guy was tossing them out to everyone. Must have picked them up back in Niflheim. And speaking of freebies, here's one from me. Come back if you want to buy more.
I doubt a souvenir like that could make its way into the hands of an ordinary citizen.
Oh well, it's our pocket change now.
Let's learn from history and book a place this time.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, how did he know that? Anyways, I was wondering what's in that little brooch he's got. Can't tell. I could use Ansel to get in real close, but I'm not gonna bother.
As
Anyways,
promised, I'm in the process of securing your ferry tickets right now. Told you, I'm a man of integrity. Should be smooth sailing from here. So let me know when you're ready to ship out.
I admit I didn't expect Dino to secure us a ship.
Well, must be pretty connected if he can pull some strings around an Imperial embargo.
he's right here,
Yeah,
guys.
that guy's one artful artisan.
What's all
You guys ready to set sail?
I've always said no, or yes to this. What happens if I say no first?
Relax. I'm not trying to rush you or nothing. Come back when you got everything in order.
I'm surprised he gave us one of his pieces, just like that.
Maybe he'll make some more for us.
Yeah, for a pretty gill.
Worth it for a one-of-a-kind accessory?
He may have come off as flippant and forceful, but I sense Dino is honest and hard-working at heart.
Huh. Yeah, sounds like he and I are two peas in a pod.
Nah, he's a hell of a lot sharper than you are.
And he's got a lot more substance, too.
Feels bad, man. Also, Dino's still right here.
Already? The ship won't arrive till tomorrow. How about you find a place to spend the night?
Alright, he says the same thing no matter what. Okay. I was wondering. Because I've always said yes right away, then he says that.
I'm all sticky and gross.
Woohoo! About time!
I'm not sure what causes the character flickering. I know a lot of other people have had that problem too. Not just a me thing. But couldn't tell you what is causing it.
Not bad.
Lay off with the filters, Prompto. Let me show you how it's done. And then Iggy's like, no, 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 I got this.
Hey, this one's pretty good.
I know. I dig it too.
Just amazing photography skills, Prompto. You flashing me, Gladio? I'm gonna keep that one. I mean, what?
Well taken.
I don't think Gladio's ass is that flat. Hey, Coctutor. I don't think that one's scripted. It might be, though. The Empire of Nipple. Oh, okay, fine. This is a scene or multiple scenes from Kingsglaive, the movie. So if you have not seen it, I recommend it. It's actually not bad. It's not the greatest movie ever, but I enjoyed it. At the signing ceremony, Niflheim, of course, betrays us. It was all a ruse in order to get the crystal. And their obtaining of the crystal drops the wall that had protected Insomnia for 30 years. This man here that's fighting the armored warrior is Claris, which is Gladio's father. That's Diamond Weapon. Say hello to Diamond Weapon. And say goodbye to Insomnia. Because it's going bye-bye. As is King Regis. Claris also died. I don't know why they didn't show that. He got crucified on a sword in the signing room.
Hey, morning.
Where's Specs?
Should be back any minute now.
What's that look for?
It's in all the papers.
What is?
Insomnia Falls.
What? This your idea of a joke?
I need you to calm down so I can explain.
I'm as calm as I'm gonna get.
There was an attack. The Imperial Army has taken the Crown City.
As treaty room tempers flared, blasts lit the night sky. When the smoke about the Citadel had cleared, the king was found dead.
No, wait. Hold on.
We had no way of knowing.
What? Knowing what?
That the signing was last night. That Insomnia...
But the wedding! Altissia!
I know. That was the plan. Yet the reports of the invasion are all the same. How could every headline in the kingdom be wrong?
Lies.
If only.
What else do we know? Well, then we can't be sure until we see it with our own eyes.
And that means we go back to Insomnia.
Might not be safe for us there.
Might not be safe for us here.
Turn back.
Yeah.
While waiting for the boats to go out, ill tidings arrive. The headlines say Insomnia has fallen and King Regis is dead. The four cannot be sure until they see it with their own eyes. In search of truth, make their way back to the Crown City. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't show Claris' death. I mean, Claris doesn't matter, and Gladio tries not to talk about him. But, I mean, he did die. A lot of people didn't realize that. They're always like, why is Gladio so mad? He didn't lose anything. Like Noctis. I'm like, nah, dude. He lost his dad and his role model, the person who taught him everything, gave him a place in the world. And yep. More on Gladio later. I think Gladio is actually a lot deeper of a character than people give him credit for, because he's such a gruff, like, man of man kind of guy. But now is not the time for that. Man, the rain looks so good.
Everyone's okay.
A lot of good hoping's gonna do.
We mustn't lose faith.
Really? Can Faith stop a fleet of Imperial dreadnoughts?
Just give it a rest.
My old man had plenty of faith.
Enough.
The Empire lied. They betrayed us.
Conjecture gets us nowhere. We're searching for truth.
All you'll find are lies. Like that ceasefire.
Look at the size of those things.
Imperial dreadnoughts. They transport soldiers, namely the Magitech infantry.
The robots?
Mass-produced humanoid weapons of warfare, to be more precise.
Doesn't look like they'll be signing that peace treaty. Up ahead!
They've set up an inspection point.
If the road ahead's blocked, then we find a way around.
You can see from the high walls and destroyed buildings over here, everything around Insomnia has been a battlefield, not just right now.
Let's make a detour. There ought to be a decent vantage point up ahead.
But in the past 30 years, Insomnia has been basically completely cut off from the rest of the world. Like, everything's been bombed out and destroyed around the city. But because of the wall, Insomnia managed to prosper.
There they are. Want to take them out?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
The scrap heaps around wish they had a treaty to protect them.
Eat my ass. There's one thing that I've always been meaning to write about with Final Fantasy 15, but I'm waiting till all of the content and updates have been finished, so I can make a final thought on this. I read a lot of Final Fantasy 15, and this becomes especially obvious now that we've seen the early game motivation. I see Final Fantasy 15 as a textbook on what samurai culture would look like in the modern day. That's a weird thing to think about. But if you take Insomnia and read it as Tokugawa era Japan, where it was a closed-off nation, pretty much with only limited contact with outside countries, outside powers, and even then, only with powers that were close to it in terms of culture, like China and Korea. It begins to make a little more sense, especially later on. We can kind of see that each of the four characters represent different aspects of the Code of Bushido. I don't remember all 7 of them off the top of my head, but there's things like honor and filial piety and that sort of thing. And one thing that's very important is taking revenge. And taking revenge immediately. At any cost.
The hill.
Even if it means dying. take your revenge. As you can guess, our party members are not going to take this line down. Ooh, sending more, are you? Then bring it on.
These are MTs.
Empty humanoid soldiers, sold by Henry Maximus.
No problem. Their first gaze at insomnia from the outside.
As the ceasefire discussions between the two nations, all provisional terms have been suspended in light of recent developments. Moreover, in the wake of the news of King Regis's death, we've now received word that Crown Prince Noctis and the Oracle Lunafreya have also been pronounced dead.
Keep it on.
Don't bother! Hello? Cor?
So, you made it.
The hell's going on?
Where are you?
Outside the city, with no way back in.
Makes sense.
Makes sense? Are you serious? What about any of this makes sense? The news just told me I'm dead, along with my father and Luna.
Listen, I'm heading out to Hammerhead. About the king. It's true. If you're looking for the whole truth, you know where to find me. Get moving.
Right.
What did the Marshal have to say?
Said he'd be in Hammerhead.
And the king?
Now you understand why at the very beginning I pointed out how Regis was talking to Noctis as if it would be the last time he would ever see him. Because Regis knew it would be the last time that he ever saw Noctis. I'm not going to get a chance to read that. Should I start? In a single night, the promise of peace. Okay, yeah, there you go. Probably didn't have enough time. Oh well.
Don't suppose the Crown's Guard is still active.
I wouldn't count on it. Not with the Marshal out here.
I wonder how things are in the city.
There should be reports before long.
Yeah, something this big can't go ignored.
And what about us? what do we do?
We make for Hammerhead now, and figure the rest out later. Got a message from my sister. She's with refugees bound for Lestalem.
Well, at least Iris is okay.
Yeah, doesn't sound like everyone else was so lucky, though.
We'd best make haste. Noct won't be dead forever.
No going back. Only ways forward. No going back. Let's go.
Hey,
Glad y'all made it. No weather for driving, that's for sure.
Oh, thanks.
Where's Core?
Left to see to business. And left y'all a message with Pawpaw.
Yeah?
Boss ain't sat still 1 second since he heard y'all were coming.
Next time, we'll talk to Sid and figure out what's going on. But that's where I have to get off for tonight. I'd keep going, but the clock's went ahead, so what can you do? I leave you with this one thing, and perhaps it'll explain why Final Fantasy 15 resonates with me so much. Manliness, true manliness, is not about strength or being a badass or whatever. It's about supporting each other in times of need. Prompto is all the way over there. He's not very manly. And more importantly, it's about always moving forward and never looking back. Accepting the consequences. We'll be a king one day when we're good and ready. Thanks for watching, everybody. See y'all next time. Probably do some more main story. Not tomorrow night. Maybe the night after. See ya.